All right, so we got it all prepped now. We've got, I use rosin paper. I always preach, guys, use what you got. If all you got is junk mail that they sent you about your car's extended warranty, use that. Anyway, I got a painter's canvas behind it. I'm using rosin paper and a painter's canvas only because I'm in construction and I have these things, but use what you got. If you got plastic or you got somewhere you don't have to worry about paint going back behind it, then you're fine. As you can see, I've got one of my cars on the other side of there, so I want to stop it, and I'm going to do that with this painter's canvas. Anyway, I'm going to grab the paint, I'm going to get it shook up, and then we're going to get started on this panel. All right, I'm going to throw on a light coat, approximately 10 to 12 inches away from the panel, starting off, just kind of misting it on there. And then every 2 minutes, I'm going to do another coat. That lets it tack up, you know, stay tacky for you to put your next coat on. All right, that's it. That's all I'm going to do for now. Let it sit for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to hit it again. You're not trying to cover everything in the first shot. If you do that, you're going to get runs, you're going to get wrinkles. It's not going to look good. It's not going to come out right. So light mist it for the first couple coats. And then you never want to really put a heavy coat on it. Just keep light misting it until you get everything covered like you want. This door panel already looks 100 times better. All right, here's the finished product. We got 3 coats on it, and it looks amazing. It looks great. It's not perfect, and I could keep going and keep putting more coats on it, but the main reason I'm not going to do that is where I got my paint from. They only had 2 cans, and I had to do this other panel, and I had to do the seat. So I had to have enough paint to do everything. So I'm going to stop where I'm at. It's not perfect, but it's doggone close, so we're going to leave it like it is. We're going to strip all this tape off.
So far, so good.
here's what I was talking about. Being able to separate these and not worrying about messing up your tape line. And as a bonus, you can use this for your other door panel. Well, guys, I couldn't be happier. I mean, you see what the door panel looked like before, which you know, really I didn't think was ever going to come back. I knew it was super rough. I didn't know how good I was going to be able to get it. But I tell you, other than a couple areas, this door panel looks nearly new. Now there is, like, you can still barely see the little crack right here. I mean, there's a couple spots, but you know what? For a $2,500 car, and the way these door panels did look and the way they look now, totally happy. So that's how you do your door panels. I'll show you what these panels look like inside the car, but I'm not going to show the process of me doing the other panel because it's the exact same as doing this panel. If you like this content, please like our videos, share them with anybody that you think might like them, and subscribe to the channel. We're still a super small channel. We're trying to do good things here. We're trying to do the right thing. We're trying to build good cars, you know, flip good cars, you know, fix everything that's wrong with them, not just be some shyster and throw them out there. So, and we're also trying to show people how to do stuff like this. So if you didn't know how to fix your door panels, now you do. Just wanted to show you all a quick view of the finished one next to the unfinished one. I mean, this one looks so good, looks so clean. And then this one, not so much. Yeah, so it's a big difference. The reason why I'm spraying it on this and not the piece is because I'm not going to paint this. So, and all-purpose cleaner can streak your interior plastics and vinyls. It won't always do it, and not all-purpose cleaners will do it, but if you spray it right on there, a lot of times it will do it. So just want to avoid that to begin with and just spray it right on the cloth versus right on the piece. We'll let that dry and we'll mask it off and hit it with the alcohol. I'm going to show you all just how bad this is. Like I said, this is the driver's side rear door panel. I mean, this thing is absolutely just filthy. I mean, I've wiped it down a few times with the all-purpose cleaner and the alcohol. It's as clean as I can get it. So, I mean, it's disgusting. I don't know who owned this car or what they did for a living, or I don't know, but we're gonna see what we can do with it. Hopefully this paint will stick to this, because like I said, that's as clean as I can get it. So it's all been wiped down. I decided what I wanted to paint and what I didn't, so we've taped off that inner door panel and the top green piece. We're gonna leave those. They cleaned up fine. We're just going to paint this part of it. So I'm going to shake up the paint, then we'll get to painting. All right, I just wanted to show y'all something. This this rosin paper is what I used from the driver's side. And actually this long piece right here was the one I used for both door panels, front door panels. So, you know, I'm a budget-minded guy. I do everything on a budget when it's possible. As you can tell, since this was for the driver's side, it don't fit. However, flip it over backwards and it fits. So just to remind y'all to, you know, you can do these things on a budget. A lot of people don't show you how to do it on a budget. But I try to do that because I try and do things on a budget myself. So there's no reason to waste a $10, $20 roll of rosin paper when you can reuse the same stuff. I've reused that one sheet right there on all 4 panels of this car. So, you know, I mean, obviously when I'm done with this, I'm going to throw it away. But, you know, it got me through my entire paint project on this car. Just that one little strip. So, you know, you don't have to go buy a whole bunch of expensive stuff, and you can reuse the stuff you've already used. All right, here's the after. Now, somebody out there is going to want a close-up. I'm going to give it to you, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you up front. Any existing damage to the door panel, we did not fix. So, you know, there's like a scrape on this one in particular, and I'll point it out, that we didn't fix, so you are going to see it. But as far as the paint, you know, this stuff works extremely well. I hope y'all can see that. It looks like you can see it well. See, this paint is made for this stuff. So see that? There's the scrape right there. You see it? So anyway, this paint is made specifically for, you know, like door panels, seats, vinyl pieces. It's a flexible paint, and it works very well. It's kind of somewhat a dye for vinyl and leather. But it works very well. It doesn't peel off, doesn't come off on your clothes, and it atomizes this paint or dye very well when it comes out of the can. So as long as you put on light coats, it's not gonna look like spray paint, because it's not spray paint. So for those of you out there saying, "Oh, he's just spray painting the interior," no, it's not. This is specifically made for this. And as you can tell by the close-up, the stuff works well. I mean, it works good. And just look at that door panel versus what it looked like 5 minutes ago. I mean, it's a very good-looking product. So, and I haven't even told y'all what kind this is, but I guess I'm going to. Might as well. I am not affiliated with them whatsoever. I'm just a little podunk country boy that Duplicolor ain't never heard of. So, we definitely don't have any kind of promotion or anything with them. But this is it. Duplicolor vinyl and fabric specialty coating. And it's a flexible finish, ideal use for dashboards, door panels, center consoles, trim, and seats. And the stuff works great. Now, are there other solutions for this? Absolutely. You can get like an actual dye, especially for like the leather seats, that you can, you know, rub onto them. That's more of a professional thing, and you have to be careful with that. You know, if you don't keep it wet and blend it all in together at the same time, you're not going to get a good finish on it. You'll have blotches, so that's something you have to be very careful with and really know what you're doing. It's also a little harder to get a hold of, but sometimes you can get vehicle specific colors, so you can match your interior near perfectly. But with that being said, I mean, this stuff matches pretty stinking well, and I'm very happy with it. And this is much, I don't want to say cheaper, but it is easier, and I think it goes a pretty good ways. But anyway, that's it. Duplicolor, vinyl and fabric, specialty coating. I'll try and link an Amazon link in the description below. Alright, since we made these door panels look so good, I decided to go ahead and do a couple more pieces of plastic. Or every piece of plastic in the car. As you can see how dirty this stuff is. Just no way you're gonna get that to come clean. I'm not gonna video me doing all these because you've already seen me do the door panels. Process is the same, but this is gonna take a while. All right, so here's all the interior parts that we've refinished. Kind of somewhat laid out like it would be in the car, and we'll go over them. Just a rear panel on the driver's side, and the driver's side door panel, seal, kick plate. It's the bottom dash. There's the glove box, center console and armrest, and the other side. So, you know, these they look a million times better than they did. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they're perfect. Absolutely not. Now, the pieces that weren't scratched and have all kinds of, like, you know, glue and crap that I just didn't want to spend the time trying to get all of it off anyway. Yeah, it come out perfect. I mean, like, here's the driver's side kick panel, for example. Give you a close-up of that. I mean, beautiful, you know. But anyway, that's what we got. And then we're about to put all of this back into there. All right, guys, here's what the interior looks like. Now, I haven't done like any carpet cleaning or anything like that. Just, this is the plastic pieces. So, and the seats, of course. Now, I will try to put in another clip of what it looked like before, because it was horrible. I mean, horrendous, horrible. That piece right there was black. Seats were horrible, front and back. I mean, it's not perfect, but way better. Way better. It's sellable now. Now, as you can tell, I still don't have the door panels on. That's because, number one, I haven't finished the door cards yet, and number two, I'm waiting on new speakers to come in. The speakers that was in it was slap blown. They were really bad, and I figured why have these panels off? It'd be stupid not to go ahead and put some speakers in it. So I'm waiting on those to come in the mail. So within the next couple of days, I'll have this thing buttoned up. I'll have the speakers in, I'll have the door panels on, and we'll go from there.